Kennedy Agyapong vows to find Ahmed Suale, JB Danquah killers. Hey, Kennedy Agyapong. It looks like the death of Ahmed Suale has actually hit Kennedy Agyapong. To those of you who don't know Kennedy Agyapong, this is the 1965 born gentleman, my brother, my sister, born in Asin Dompim, in the central region. My brother, my sister, he started off very, very poor, running on the streets, selling PK left, right, and center, according to him. All he wanted was money. But he was able to make it to Addis College. And then he also went to some schools in England. But he's not a man who likes to talk school. He says that it is better for you to do business and make money than to go and become a professor. He's not a man who is too interested in education. For him, education is near trash. My brother, my sister, there was one time he asked us, show me one professor in Ghana who is rich. And for him, if you are not rich, you are almost nothing. Yes, if you are not rich, you are almost nothing. But interestingly, he is a man who also supports a lot of poor people. He's a crazy philanthropist. In fact, many people go to him to pay their school fees, and he feels good giving money out to people. Maybe for him, it's a tool of control, and it shows power. Because when you come to him crying that your daughter is sick, that your electricity bill you can't pay, it makes him stand tall as the Almighty. And then he puts his hand in his pocket and says, take. Anytime you see him, you must show him reverence, because you have either ever eaten from his pot or asked to eat from his pot. Recently, when Abronye became very angry and decided to criticize him, Kennedy Agyapong said, you, Abronye, when you were doing your campaign, I gave you a lot of money. Today, you have the audacity to stand in front of me and insult me. Who do you think you are? And Abronye said, you know what? Forget about me. The money that you gave to me was not your money. It was party money. Party gave you contracts because you're a party member to help other party members. So don't come to me talking to me like the Almighty. You, Kennedy Agyapong, you are nothing. It was party money you gave to him. From that time till now, he and Kennedy Agyapong have been operating from two different poles, north and south poles. This is Kennedy Agyapong. Everybody knows in Ghana that he speaks his mind. His heart is in his mouth. He gets angry at the least provocation. He's like Trump. Many people have said that he is not fit for office. Others have said that he is not a presidential material. But one thing is clear. He has the passion for development. He has the passion for humanity. He has weaknesses. He can talk anyhow, speak profanity. At the same time, he can also be crazily fluid with money and help. He has asked one question. What is it that Ibrahim Traore has in Burkina Faso that we don't have and we can't do? It's an insult. He said, give me the chance to be president for only one term, and if I fail, kick me out. But we don't want to hear that, because we heard that from Nanado Danquah Akufo-Addo, and he took us through the gates of hell. My brother, my sister, we are not ready to hear that. This is Kennedy Akumpreku Agyapong, born in 1965. My brother, my sister, here he is. There was a time, as an MP, he said that to be an MP in Ghana was so cheap. Cheap people were all MPs. Bribery all over the place. There was nothing sensible happening in the Ghanaian parliament. In fact, they hauled him before parliament and he gave them an apology. My brother, my sister, right after that, he jumped ships and decided to leave the Ghana parliament. He's not ready to be part of the cheap MPs, in his own words. A lot of the MPs he supported with money to campaign, and a lot of them are in parliament today. One good thing about him is that he doesn't really see who is NPP and who is NDC. When you approach him, he can support you if he can. Sometimes he rises against his own party and calls all of them fools. NPP. Excuse my language. This is not my language. This is his language. We have heard him say that several times. That his own party is so stupid and foolish, and that they will be in opposition forever. Today he has decided that he wants to be president. One of the biggest indictments in the life of Kennedy Agyapong, two things. One, the death of Ahmed Suale. Two, the death of J.B. Danquah. My brother, my sister, this is J.B. Danquah. He was building something huge around Llërs. In fact, by the beach, just before you reach La Palm Beach Hotel, some huge story building. When he was murdered, that story building is now at the mercy of the vagaries of the weather. The last time I heard about it, they want to bring the whole multi-million building down. J.B. Danquah. It was alleged that his wife was Anas Armiyao Anas's girlfriend, and it was Kennedy Agyapong who said that. Anas Armiyao Anas is a bitter enemy to Kennedy Agyapong, and vice versa. Yesterday we talked about them. To those who don't know Kennedy Agyapong, one of the things that angered him most was the day that Ahmed Suale died. Anas Armiyao Anas picked a phone and called a certain mayor, a senator, my brother, my sister, in America, and reported Kennedy Agyapong with some evidence of him having threatened Ahmed Suale before. And when he was coming to Ghana, or when he was returning to America, he was grabbed at the airport. For 7 solid hours, they searched him and treated him like a little criminal. He has never forgiven Anas Armiyao Anas for that kind of humiliation. Again, they took his residence permit from him. He could enter America night and day, any hour, any time. This time round, they took the residence permit from him and told him, from now, anytime you are entering America, you need to go for a visa. And it has never sat down well with him. But there's one thing I praise him for. They gave him an opportunity to be an American citizen, and he rejected it. That's what many people don't know. Kennedy was given the opportunity, having been a resident of America for so many years, owns a lot of buildings in America. I have visited one of his buildings before in New Jersey. My brother, my sister, do you want to be a citizen? Just apply and we'll give it to you. He refused. He said, I am a citizen of Ghana. I will not be a citizen of America. They took the thing from him. And my brother, my sister, now when he's going to America, he goes like me. We both go for the visa. And when we arrive at the airport, we stand in the queue together, long queue, me and him. And we are talking, hey, honorable, man, friend, honorable, he will crack jokes like that. This is Kennedy Agyapong. He was the one who went on radio and TV and threatened that Ahmed Suale should be beaten should he come to the premises of Omai, my brother, my sister, at the Ken City. And that he was not a journalist. He was actually an entrapper. These were his words. A few weeks later, a few months later, a few moments later, Ahmed Suale was gunned down in broad daylight, not too far away from the Ken City. And everybody looked at him. Kennedy must be the person They had just released a big expose called number 12 that incriminated a very good friend of Kennedy Agyapong. And we are talking about Kwesi Nyantakyi, the boss of Ghana football at the time. From that time, this man has descended from the high horse all the way onto the desert. He is broke like a church mouse. My brother, my sister, he was banned by CAF, Confederation of African Football, and other world football organizations because of the expose. It was so incriminating. He boasted that he had the president of Ghana in his pocket, and he decided what the president should do. And that there was one loud-mouthed guy called Kennedy Agyapong. He also needed to be given some $1 million American so he would shut up and they would help rob and destroy Ghana. For that, the president disowned him. He apologized to the president for what he said, but he still went to court fighting. He even tried to be an MP and failed flat. My brother, my sister, this is Kwesi Nyantakyi, a very good friend of Kennedy Agyapong. For all these reasons, Ahmed Suale went down, most probably. And every finger pointed at Kennedy Agyapong. He didn't like it. He tried several times to exonerate himself, both on radio and TV, claiming that Anas Anas was the killer, most probably, of Ahmed Suale, because at the time Ahmed Suale died, he was almost broken from Anas. He was almost out of the life of Anas because he felt that Anas was not paying him well and he was doing a lot of the dangerous works. So Anas found a way of taking the life of Ahmed Suale so he would not go out there and release information, according to Kennedy Agyapong. But it didn't fly with Ghanaians. They know the enmity between the two of them. Right? Today, Kennedy Agyapong is talking. He just granted an interview to Paul Adumotre, a renowned journalist. Yes, he could be biased. He could have taken sides. He's a strong NPP guy. My brother, my sister. And these are portions of the interviews. Only 3 minutes. Listen to what Kennedy Agyapong said. And when we return, we got more. Watch this.
Anas reported me to U.S. government. When I got to Houston, they stopped me for about 7 hours. Okay? They did the investigation, everything. They said, go. Okay? Now, I believe in police. Here. Competent police. All these investigations that they've done, nothing pointed to Kennedy Agyapong. Are you saying they are not competent? What I will do if I'm president, I will encourage the police, the security agencies to go and investigate it to the bottom, to get the actual culprit.
But you are suspicious that Anas himself may be part of it?
Yeah, because of his reaction. Because he didn't show remorse, anything. If I'm elected today, whether the case is dead or not, I will bring it back again.
So that we can find the murder.
Yes, so that we can find it.
Whilst the way, because of the last thing you said, I need to extend this conversation because another matter in which your name is also mentioned, I don't know whether it's related, I think it's unrelated, is J.B. Danquah's murder. There again, they have said that you were the first person to arrive there.
Who was the first person to arrive there? What about the police? When I went there, I saw the wife's sister,
yes,
who was my clerk, the communications committee.
From Parliament, yes, yes.
I saw police officers there in the house. I saw JB's brother also there. There are 3 police officers who always patrol around my area in East Legon. First call, around 4:30 a.m., I was complaining, at this hour, who is calling me? Apparently, he was on the line. Then he said, oh, Honorable, one of your colleagues has been murdered. I said, who? Then he said, JB. So I asked, where does he live? Then he gave me direction.
Oh, you didn't know where he lives?
No, I didn't know. So they gave me direction to the place.
Oh, that's how you showed up there?
Yes. Yeah,
I
they
see.
gave me direction. My wife is a witness. I was there with them when they called me. And the police officers are still here. You know, so how come? And first of all, JB was not a close friend, but we are colleagues in Parliament. I had nothing against him. So what will happen? Why will I do such a thing? And let me tell you, I have that human touch. I don't have time to go and kill human beings. What would I gain from that? What would I gain, my brother? How long?
So,
am
as
I
president, we demand from you resolution of 2 murders. You say that you're going to resolve Ahmed Suale's murder,
Yes.
and JB Danquah's murder.
Yes.
You resolve it as
Yes.
president.
Yes.
What power will you have to do it?
You see, the problem is, if the president shows interest, the police will work, and I will show interest. I will show interest because it's me that have been accused. So it's important to exonerate myself, come out with the truth. That is all.
Oh, you had Agyapong. Thank you so much. We got that tape from Paul Adom Ochere's Good Evening Ghana. He says that because he's the one accused in both murders, kind of, he will show interest and make sure that somebody comes out. But there was a time he brought a name of somebody who he said was the killer of Ahmed Suale. And it turned out that it was a hoax. And again, only 2 days ago, the prime suspect in the Ahmed Suale murder, who was being held by the police, has been set free. They say he's innocent. Will this murder ever be demystified? What Agyapong says, when he becomes president, he will resolve those. But he has to become president first before he resolves them. I thought that the rich man that he is, he will rather hire private investigators wherever they are to resolve the murders before the elections. Is that not smarter? If I were Agyapong, I wouldn't wait to be brought in as president before I will resolve these murders. It looks like it's a blackmail. If you don't vote me to power, the Ahmed Suale JB Danquah murders will never ever be unraveled. I wish Agyapong had said, you know what? I am a rich man, richer than the Bill Gates that I said I was. I am going to hire private investigators from America, from Israel, from Italy, from Africa. I will bring all of them together and make sure that these murders are unraveled. And when I unravel that, it behoves you to apologize to me. But your apologies I don't even need. What I need from you would be your votes. Turn your apologies into votes and make me the next president. Does it make sense? This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power.